big leap in his development. Consistency is one thing that can separate a lot of guys in this league. You'll see them go on a stretch where they'll score 10 goals in 10 games, but to be able to do it all the way through the season and continue his level of play, even when he has a bad stretch, he's still scoring or making plays that they're just not necessarily going in for him. So he's really learning to become a complete player all the way around and to be able to do it every night, especially when you're kind of being focused on by the teams. There's been games where a guy literally followed him around the ice the entire game, and to have to deal with that night in and night out and to be able to perform the way he is, it's impressive.
Given where you're at in the year, the fact that you guys played Tampa twice now, do you allow yourself to kind of look at this like, we can really take a firm hold on where we want to be right now?
Yeah, they're big games, no question. But it's not a be-all or end-all. We're going to go and play as if it's any other game and focus on doing our job, and we'll just deal with each game as it comes. But they're big point-wise, but still a lot of games left for both teams, and again, we'll play it game by game.
Bruce called it a measuring stick, but in reality, they're looking up at you. How do you view it?
Every game's kind of a measuring stick, but in this, there's so much parity in the league now that anybody can beat anyone on any given night. You look where Vancouver is in those standings, and they spanked us. So, it's an opportunity for us to measure up against them, but we know they're a hell of a team. We're a good team, so we don't need one game to decide that. And again, it's a regular season game. It's not going to dictate anything that would happen in a playoff game or anything like that. So, yeah, it's going to be a big game. They're going to play hard. We're going to play hard, and we'll move on.
How do you avoid the game in between being a trap game?
It's not a trap game because we're not really looking at the second game against Tampa. It's not like we're circling it on our calendar or anything. They're a good team, but there's a lot of good teams. Florida's a good team. So we're going to play one game, the second game, and the third game. Not looking at it as though we got to watch out for Tampa tomorrow and then the next game against Tampa. They're every like I said before, anybody can win any night, so you can't sleep on any team. And so again, we'll deal with each game as it comes and go from there.
What are they? Everyone talks about the scoring, obviously, with Steven Stamkos, but to you, what else does he bring that they'd be missing with him on the
He's pretty physical. The physicality that he can bring in a game, and he's also one of the top leaders. He's the captain. It's tough when they're in the lineup. Yeah. They just have so much depth that I really don't think it's going to affect their team that much just because they're so deep. He's a hell of a player, and you can't replace him, but when you have a team like Tampa, then you find ways to win regardless who's in or out of the lineup. And you've seen it with our team. We've done it before with Berge and Pasta and Z and guys like that out of the lineup stretch. So they're going to do the same. They're going to find ways to win games and be a very competitive team, which they are. And again, with some of the guys that they brought in, and again, their depth, they're going to be dangerous every night regardless who's in or out.
Brad, every team goes into a new season with questions. What are we going to be? What's our identity? Do we have the goaltending? Do we have secondary scoring? At game 66, do you feel like there's questions left? You know exactly what your team is. Do you ever?
Yeah, there's questions, but a lot of it's outside noise. We weren't overly concerned about a lot of that coming into the season. We had a lot of the same guys. We knew we'd be competitive again, and we are. And I don't think we're in a position that we really didn't expect to be in. We knew we could be competitive and we'd win games, and but we're not focused on the regular season. We're focused on what's at the end of that, and so we've put ourselves in a position to compete for that so far. There's still a lot of games left, and we got to do the job. But we want to get to the playoffs, and once you get there, everyone's in the same starting level again, and you got to do it all over again. But we're not really concerned about the questions. We're just about competing, doing our job, and we focus on that every day. So it just becomes second nature, and that's why we're a good team.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks,
We'll close up.